Hi, how do you kick the curve? How do you fundamentally change your momentum? Is it innovation? Is it expanding into new markets? Is it charismatic leadership? How do you kick the curve? That's the question Jim Collins answered in his second book, Good to Great, this guy here. Fantastic book, and he answers fundamentally how businesses change their momentum. He looked at businesses where there had been 15 years of achieving close to or maybe a little bit less than market success. Then they had a clear transition, and then they kicked the curve, meaning they went to 3 times market for fully 15 years. I'd want to know what's inside the box. Well, it didn't come down to charisma at all. It came to great leadership. The first bucket of activity that these companies all went through in their transition was creating disciplined or finding disciplined people. And that meant 2 things. What Collins calls level 5 leadership, that's not leadership as you and I might know it, but it's somebody who creates leaders. It's not the charismatic leader, it's somebody who creates leaders. And getting the right people on the bus and the wrong people off the bus. And after disciplined people comes disciplined thought. Or I might say, from disciplined people comes disciplined thought. And that involves 2 things. Firstly, confronting your brutal reality. Really understanding what's working and what's not and why. Really confronting that reality together. And the second thing came then from finding the focus. And that was the deliberate intersection of 3 things. What are you deeply passionate about as a business? What do you genuinely believe you can become the best in the world at solving? And thirdly, what drives your profit engine? Focusing on something that sits at the intersection of those 3 questions. And then it comes to disciplined action. So you've got disciplined people thinking in a disciplined way, and only then disciplined action. And that really came down to 2 things. Creating a culture of discipline, and secondly, using technology not to create momentum, but to accelerate it only. And the final piece Collins calls momentum, creating some kind of unstoppable flywheel momentum, something that doesn't stop the business. And I think in sales and marketing that it's not about seeking momentum, it's about seeking rhythm, touching your market often enough, consistently enough. And that's how you create momentum. And so I'd rather think about creating rhythm, because from rhythm comes momentum. I don't know how to do momentum otherwise, but I know how to do rhythm. So lots in that. Discipline for sure, disciplined people, thought and action, and then the flywheel momentum from rhythm. But really, if you had only one card to play, out of all of that, the one card is focus. So again, disciplined people, level 5 leadership, right people on the bus. Disciplined thought, confront your reality and then find your focus. Disciplined action, a culture of discipline, and using technology to accelerate momentum, not create it, and then creating flywheel momentum through rhythm. So if it's focus, where do you find the focus? We believe it's the problem that you solve for the market. What problem are you collectively deeply passionate about? What problem do you believe genuinely that you can become the best in the world at solving? And what problem drives your profit engine? And you need to find that together, and that's the job of the funnel plan. Get sales, marketing, finance and operations together and agree and identify what that problem is, and then the strategy implied by that. Who has the problem the most? That's who you should be targeting, etc. Now, if you have a funnel plan already, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, go get one. Go to funnelplan.com. Here's the link, or if you're watching this on YouTube, you can click the little eye symbol. Go to funnelplan.com and get yourself a funnel plan. Look, I hope you got lots of value out of today's show. I certainly had fun putting it together for you. I've got lots more lined up for next week. And until then, may your funnel be full and always flowing. Our thanks to you for watching this week's show. To Elizabeth Pena for blog production, John Ang for video production. My name's Hugh McFarlane, and it's been my absolute pleasure to have scripted and presented this week's show.